So we will still pretend that we cannot see this. All of you can feel this and see it, but we'll pretend we cannot. So we need a point, and point is this, isn't it? And if you plug in 1, you get 0. Ah, that point right there is 1, 0. So far, so good. Now we find the slope, and slope, of course, is this. Now, here's a choice. Do you want to use 1 in here, or do you want to use x? Your choice. You can do either. Okay, pros and cons. X is easier, less confusing to do it, except you have to plug in 1 later. If you use 1, you don't have to plug in 1, but that could be potentially confusing. So your choice. You can. I will accept either one. Somebody make a suggestion.
X.
X. Okay, X it is. That looks ugly. Like that. Okay. Now that of course is limit of h approaching 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x over h now, isn't it? Okay, now I have a question. Did Miss Slattery require you to write this difference quotient? She did, right? I know, because she wanted to make sure that you know what this definition of derivative is. It was a pretty good requirement in practice, but now I'm assuming all of you know what this looks like, so I hereby release you from that burden. And you can start from the second line. Hallelujah. You can still write it. I'll still write it for a while. Okay, but you don't have to write it. So we have this and minus, and then everything else in that function is here. It's plus. Still with me? And then we have to multiply this out. And 2x plus 2h minus 3, distribute that 3, does not look pretty. Beauty matters a lot. Okay, maybe it's the inner beauty that's supposed to matter. It shouldn't be, the society shouldn't be like this, but I'm not saying what it should be or ought to be. I'm just simply telling you what it is in society. In this superficial society, beauty matters. And I start canceling from the right because everything from this function must cancel. So that thing cancels that. Oh, everything cancels, right? So we can factor out h and cancel that. So we have 2x plus h minus, plus 2. So far, so good. And then, of course, h dies. Such a violent language, right? Especially in this day and age. So we have 2x plus 2. Okay, and those of you who know what power rule is, which although you're not allowed to use it, but knowing the answer ahead of the time is nice, isn't it? And then whenever I tutor some not so intelligent students, where do you plug this in? Where? What? And some of them actually plug that in here. Guess what you're going to get? You get 0, right? You see what not to do, right? Why am I insulting your intelligence like that? Your slope is this. And that is equal to 4. You with me so far? Then we move on to point slope form. So y minus 0 is equal to 4 times x minus 1. And of course, that gives you y is equal to 4x minus 4. Now, if you look at this graph, does this thing look like y is equal to 4x minus 4? Sure, of course it does. Okay. Okay, well, caution. Caution. Some of you might have tutors that teaches you this way. And then you plug in 1, 0, right? And then m is equal to 4. Plug in there as well. So you have 0 is equal to 4 times 1 plus b. So b is equal to -4. So of course y is equal to 4x minus 4. Gives you the same answer, right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Many reasons. Number one, AP just accepts this as an answer. You don't even have to convert it into slope and intercept form. I still want you to do it this way. That's my requirement, but not on AP. And there are some AB teachers in this campus who actually tell students not to convert. Just leave it like this. Why is that? Because the teachers don't trust the students' algebra skills. So like, don't mess it up. Just leave it. Because as soon as I see something mathematically incorrect, I have to take points. You know what I'm saying? So don't mess it up. So that's their tactic. And many teachers actually in this country tell their students not to convert it on AP. And on AP, you just leave it. That's your correct answer. Okay? See, you're less prone to make a mistake. Just one line. This is like more likely to screw up. You know what I'm saying? And there's no partial credit if you screw it. See, especially when you do something that I tell you not to do, and if you're stubborn and do it like that, then I tend to take more points. Okay, this is an old pathetic technique. All of you took Algebra 1 with Big Idea book, right? And then they were just points law form. Nobody actually taught this, I hope. Has anybody seen this method? Mx plus b. Okay, good. So I'm gonna just erase everything because whatever you don't know cannot hurt you, right? Get rid of that thing altogether. Okay, don't do it. If your tutor teaches you to do that, it's time to fire that tutor.